What's up, guys? I'm sitting here in my garage, and I got something that to me was pretty important and pretty significant, and I thought I would share. And I'm sure that I am not the only one that has ran into this type of problem or been dealing with a situation like this. So I've been saddle hunting for quite a few years now, and filming also. And one of the major issues that I've had over time is a backpack that suits my needs and has a layout that I like. And there are a ton of options of backpacks on the market, and I've been through quite a bit. And I have never found one that I've liked. I've tried to customize them and just do all kind of stuff, trying to get everything like I like it, so that it packs my stuff very efficiently, and then I'm able to get set up and then have my takedown and everything very quickly and very efficiently. And it's always been, and I'm a little bit kind of anal about that kind of stuff. Like, I want everything extremely fast and very efficient. I want less movement and to get up in a tree and get set up as quick as possible. And if there's one little thing I think I can improve on, that's always something that I'm always gonna work toward to do, whether it be saving some weight or, when I say saving some weight, I have camera gear and saddle gear, and I'm talking about ounces. So whether it be ounces or saving time, whether it be 25 seconds or 1 minute or whatever, I'm gonna just trim it away, any excess fat that I can off of my setup, and to make it very efficient and very light. Now, I've been through a bunch of packs, and this is one of the main issues that I've had. I run a Sony AX700 camcorder with a Rode mic on it, and one thing that I absolutely refuse to do is take this camera out of the bag and put this microphone on it, and then when I get down, take this microphone off of this camera. It is never going to happen. I want to pull this thing out of my pack. I don't want to put this microphone on. I want to clip it onto my fluid head, and I want to be ready to go. The other thing is this camera arm. I run a Lone Wolf pocket arm with a B-Free live fluid head on. The second thing that I refuse to do, I'm not going to take this camera arm out of my pack and attach this fluid head to it. And I'm not going to take this fluid head off of this camera arm when I get ready to get down. It takes too much time. It's too much fiddle factor for me to have to deal with this fluid head on this camera arm and this microphone on this camera. If I can take those two things, those two movements, and that amount of time off of my setup, that saves me a lot of hassle and a lot of time. But the only problem is when I run into packing it is the issue I found. It's always been hard to find a pack that I can put this camera in with this mic on, not compress it and crush it, or have enough room and then be able to put something on top on it or whatever. And the same thing with this fluid head and this camera arm, attaching this thing to a pack so that it stays, compact and it doesn't fall and everything. Now, I've tied a little bungee cord onto it, as you see here, where I can wrap it around and keep my my remote and my fluid head arm here so that it doesn't wiggle around, and then I just kind of tie my strap. But again, like I said, attaching this to a pack and then getting sticks on and everything else has always been a big issue for me. I'll put this over here. So the first pack that I started running when I got into saddle hunting was an Burley Stock X2, and I have nothing bad to say about this pack. This thing is amazing. It's comfortable. It's got a light frame. I'm not going to go into a ton of details on a Burley Stock X2 because you can find it all over the internet. I'm going to tell you why I stopped using this pack. Now, I still use this pack to pack my meat out with. I will tell you that. This is priority meat packing out kit. That's all I use it for. In the center of this pack, it's a bag. Open this up so you can see it better. To get this camera in and out of this bag is an ordeal, because you can see here, this opening is not very big. So you have to really get down in there and get this thing out. And when it's, even when you got the bungee loose, when it's attached to a tree, it's not the easiest thing to get in there and get out. I don't like it. And the other thing is when you put your platform on here and your sticks, you're compressing this all together and you're putting pressure on that camera that's in there. That's the only thing I have bad to say about the umbrella stock, and this specifically because of filming gear. So the next pack I went to was a trophy line sumpter pack. This has been a great pack. You're not going to see one like this because this is a custom camouflage painting that I did on it. I got a video on that if you're interested in that. Anyway, this is a great pack. It's got a lot of pockets. It's great for filming. The only issue I had with this is, and the same thing with the umbrella stock, is it's a little bit heavy. It weighs a few pounds, and it's the same issue getting your camera in and out. Although it is better, it is bigger, and it's a lot easier to get the camera in and out of here, even when you have the pack on a tree. But the problem I have with this pack is cinching your sticks to the side, and the camera arm was one of the biggest things. And you got so many straps here. Sometimes these straps will work loose. And the other thing is on the bottom, there's no quick release on these straps. So if you were to strap your sticks to the bottom of it, you can't just reach back there and undo them. Now I could modify these, no doubt. I could modify them. These pockets on the sides, I didn't really care for how the straps went across, covered them, because if you got stuff in here and you got stuff cinched, everything in these pockets is pretty much accessible unless you do the buckles on all the straps. So this was one of my favorite packs, and it was a great pack, but I just thought maybe I could find something better. So I got away from the trophy line sumpter, and I got the trophy line Palisade. This is a really good pack. What I love about this pack, and when I bought this pack, I realized that I really like a structured pack. This made a lot of difference. Big opening, super easy to get a camera in and out of here in a tree. This kangaroo pocket, whatever, it's got a hard shell on it. It's great for putting gear in there and compressing it, because it won't smush your camera when you got it sent, when you got stuff sent down, because it's a structured pack. I can't say anything bad about this pack. This is a super pack. But the one takeaway about this pack, when you got everything cinched on here, this lid is a little hard to open. And the zippers are pretty noticeable. Now, you can get in this pack from right here, which is fantastic. So that didn't make it an issue. What did make this an issue was there is no waist belt. So when I got this thing loaded up with all my saddle gear and my camera gear, and if I'm hunting somewhere in the Midwest in a rut and I know I'm gonna sit all day and I got a few snacks and whatever, I don't know, guys, when I leave my house and I go on a trip to hunt public land somewhere that I'm familiar with, I don't know if I'm going to be hunting 100 yards off the road or 2.5, 3 miles off the road. I've hunted 2.5 miles off the road. It took me 2 hours to walk in a few times. When you get a lot of weight in a pack and you don't have a waist belt, it will start to dig on your shoulders. So I did not like that about it. But it is very light. The other thing is it doesn't have the heaviest duty straps on it. Other than that, this is a fantastic pack, and I could see myself actually using this again or going back to this at some point. But here's the kicker. This is a pack from, believe it or not, Cabela's. Oh, of all the places to look for a backpack, honestly, I never thought I would find one at Cabela's that would meet the requirements that I wanted. And now I just got this, so I haven't hunted with it. I can't tell you how well it's going to hold up. I don't know. This pack was cheaper than any of those packs, significantly cheaper. It looks to be extremely well made. It's very, very quiet, soft, almost like a fleece fabric. The zippers are quiet, and if this pack holds up, I love this thing. Now, I did have to do a few modifications, but I'm going to explain to you why I love this pack. Number one, when you open this pack right here, it's a structured pack. You can see the inside of it. It's structured. And I can take my camera and set it right here. Super easy. And this is a shelf. This is a shelf that's Velcroed in here that comes out. And there is a bottom compartment right here that you can put something or access this bottom. And if you carry an Ozonics, or maybe you carry a mirrorless camera and a camcorder or whatever, you can put something in here and access it, and it does not affect your camera on the top. And it also comes with this little flag right here, and I think that's really cool, because I've been sitting in trees before in the Midwest deer hunting and had some bird hunters come in with a dog, and I'll be in a tree and they come right around me. You can take this little flag out, flag them, and get their attention or whatever, or the hunters, bow hunters, whatever. Anyway, that is fabulous. And this thing has got pockets all on the inside. This lid has a pocket right here that's accessible here, and you can hang the pack here, or you can open it up and hang the pack here and still access that pocket with these zippers on either side. Here is one of the other fantastic things that I like about this pack. I can take my camera arm with my fluid here. This pocket is so big, I can stick it in that pocket, take this strap, go through here, and that thing ain't going nowhere. It is there. It is resting in that pocket, and it's only got one strap. I have to put one strap on it. You see how quickly that took me to do? And it's just that easy in the tree also. Just super quick. On this side, the only down thing about this pack is it only comes with one little cinch strap right here. But it's got these molly loops all up and down each side. And back here, one of the coolest things about this pack is it has a waist belt that is removable. So if you need a waist belt, if you're walking a long way, carrying a lot of weight, and you need this, you can use it. If you don't like wearing it, you can take it off. Some people don't like a waist belt when they're saddle hunting. But I ordered some little cinch straps off of Amazon. There's an endless option zone, and just put it through this waist belt, ran it up to right here, put it through a molly loop, and then I have two straps. So if I wanted to strap my sticks to the side of this, I could. Super easy, super quick, and they fit perfect. I run the tethered one sticks, usually 3 with an 8er, but anyway, they'll fit on there perfect, and I'll show you in a little while. But what I want to do, or what I'm going to do, and the reason that I like this pack so much, is these straps on the bottom right here. Now I modified these because they have these little clip straps right here, which I can reach back and undo them, but I wanted something quicker. So I just added these buckles on so that I could buckle my sticks just like that. Super quick, and just cinch them down. All right, here's the other thing. I run a Hunt Arsenal platform, and this platform has got a little clip right here. A lot of people clip it on the molly, on their saddle, or on their belt or whatever. But this backpack has a little cinch strap right here that goes across the lid right here, and I can just take this platform, hook it right there, and it's good to go. It's not going anywhere. I've already tried it. If you wanted to, if you were going a long way or whatever, you can run a little strap attached to these mollies are right here. It even comes with these two little funny looking carabiners. Comes with these little clips. You can always clip one of these to a molly and run another strap across it or whatever, but it's not going anywhere. And I'm about to show you why I like it. I like this setup, because I never have to take this pack out. My sticks are here clipped in. I can reach back and unclip these clips and drop my sticks, and I can reach over my back and pull this platform right off that clip, and I never have to get out of the tree. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. I don't want you to just take my word for it. I'm going to actually physically show you how simple it is, so you know it's not going to be a hassle to get off. When I get in the tree, all I got to do is pop this off right here, take my camera arm out of this pocket, hook it up to the tree. I don't have to put the fluid head in it. Reach in here, pull my camera out with the microphone on it, and hook it up. If I'm running my ozonics, it's right here. Zip that down, reach in here and get it out and run it. If I'm not running, I can put whatever else I want in here. You know, there's endless options. There's big wide pockets on this. There's a zip up pocket right here that goes way down in there. I've got my Insta360 on a battery arm right here. It has a little quick connect that goes to the tree. And you got the same thing over here. Here's another pocket that goes way down in here. I got a 3-step aider here. I got a limb saw if I need it. Just tons of options. There's another little pocket on this right here that's accessible from the outside, or when you open it up, you can unzip it right here and get into that same pocket. Really thought out. Very quiet, very soft fabric. It's almost like a some type of fleece on here. And the other thing that's cool about this is, if say you need to bring a heavy jacket or whatever with you, you can put a cinch strap right here on each one of these mollies and just cinch it across here if you don't want to use this strap here. So there's just so many possibilities. It's quiet, it's structured. I can get my sticks on the side, I can put my sticks on the bottom. I can fit my whole camera in there, and I don't have to worry about compressing it, smushing it. Don't have to worry about taking my mic off. I feel like that my camera on the fluid head is very secure. It's not going to fall off or come unstrapped. And the pack doesn't weigh anything. Now, it's not a heavy-duty frame pack. You're not going to go packing a bunch of meat out of the woods. But I'm going to tell you something. If you hunt in the Midwest and you've got sticks and a platform and camera gear, and you kill a big buck and you're planning on deboning him and maybe caping him and taking his head out and all, you're going to have to be in a lot better shape than I am to pack that meat out, to pack that head out, and pack your saddle gear and all your camera gear and everything without ever having to come back to that area again. I'm never going to do that. I'm going to take my pack and I'm going to take my gear out. I'm going to get my Cabela Stock X2, my frame pack. I'm going to go back in there with a flashlight, my bags or whatever, you know, my meat bags, and I'm going to debone that animal, keep them out right there, and then pack that all out. I'm going to make 2 trips because that's very bad on your back to do that with a heavy animal walking that far. That's the pack. I never thought I'd find it at Cabela's. You know, you look at all these high-end packs, these mystery ranches and burley stocks and just endless names of really high-end packs, and you think you would be able to find something that fits my needs, but I just never did. If you're a camera guy and you're a saddle hunter, I would highly recommend checking this pack out. This thing's like 110, 120 bucks. I bought it on sale for 104 bucks. And I got it home, did a few modifications to it, and it is the most perfect pack for saddle hunting and filming that I have ever owned and that I have ever seen. And I am not trying to steer you wrong. That is the honest, because I'm telling you, I've driven myself absolutely crazy trying to find a pack that that does all this. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any questions, I'll put a link to the pack in the comments. And if you have any questions about it, or any gear or anything that I use, feel free to leave me a comment. This is what I'm using. I'm still using the Latitude Method 2. I do not like the Method 3 simply because I'm in the South and I want a saddle with a mesh, something that's light and mesh and cool, because it gets so hot here. And that Latitude 3 is heavier than this, and every ounce counts to me. I'm running 3 tethered 1 sticks with Genesis 3D stick holders. I forget what they call them. And a 3-step aider on the bottom one, a 1-step aider on the second one. And if depending on where I'm hunting, I do have a 4th stick that I may carry if I need to get higher. And I am running a Hunt Arsenal Razor platform. This thing is really, really great. I love it. I hunted all year last year with it. And that's my Matthews lift that I'm running. And that's it, guys. I've been through pack after pack after pack. I think I'll finally found one. I will not change unless this thing falls apart, or if some miracle happens and I find something better. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any questions, let me know. Thanks again.